I hope y'all had a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. And today's video is just going to be a review on a foundation that I recently found last week when I was on vacation. And so I just wanted to share my thoughts with you on it because I hadn't seen it before. I've seen no advertisements or anything on it. Last week we went on vacation and we left a day earlier and my husband was rushing me like, let's go, let's go. So I get there and I realize I don't have any foundation. I didn't bring my loose minerals, so I think I had a tinted moisturizer, but anyway, so I ran to Walmart because that's what they have out where we were. And normally when I go to get drugstore cosmetics, it's usually like a Walgreens or Target. So Walmart had a huge, at least this one did, had a huge big section of makeup. So as I was going through, I turned down one of the aisles and on the end cap, that big end stand, they had a huge display for Maybelline Fit Me. And I went by it and I don't know, the packaging totally caught my eye because it looks really nice. It looks like a department store brand foundation, which is normally what I tend to go for in terms of foundations. I'll buy drugstore lipsticks, eyeshadows, that type of thing. But foundations, I love my Laura Mercier, I love my Chanel, and then the minerals, I like those too. So I think this cost about $6.99, $7, maybe $7.50 at the most. And what it is, this big display had like light, 2 rows of light, maybe 2 rows of medium, and 2 rows of dark foundation. And I guess their philosophy with this is almost like the old Geranimals. You figure out what color you are. Geranimals are mix and match clothing for all the young viewers, but you kind of figure out what color you are and you can get the foundation, the concealer, they let you know what bronzer and what blush would go with it. So they make it really easy. So I think if you're kind of confused on makeup, this might be a great starting point for you. So the color that I got was in the medium range. I think it was one of the lighter ones and it's 220. So here's a closer up of the bottle and it looks really nice. So that's what caught my attention. So I picked up this and I really like it so far. I just got it last week when we were on vacation, like I said, and I've used it for about 3 days. Now I have sensitive, normal to dry skin. So the good news is that I haven't broken out yet and I've had it for 3 days. I've worn it for 3 days, so that's good news. The other thing is that I would not recommend this for normal and oily, or like normal to oily skin, because I think it's going to be too moisturizing for you. I actually like a tinted moisturizer, so I like this. If you don't like tinted moisturizer, you're probably not going to like this. So I would recommend this to people with more normal to dry skin and very dry skin. I think this would be great for mature women. As you all know, I'm like 40, so anyone around my age and above. So it doesn't have a pump, and like most drugstore foundations, that's nothing new. Smell doesn't really bother me. It smells kind of like just any other makeup. Nothing really weird in it. But the good news is that at least at the Walmart where I was, they had testers where there were little tiny tubes and you could actually test it out. So that was great. That way I found a color that really matched me. But when you put it on, when I tested it in the store, it just felt, here's kind of how it is. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but it is so like velvety. It just rubs right in to your skin. And so it's really easy to apply. The coverage, I would say, is light to medium. If you're looking for a heavy coverage foundation, this is probably not going to work for you. So I would say light to medium, and you can definitely build it up to about a medium coverage, which is what I like. With this foundation, you need to set it with a powder, or at least I did. So what I did was use my Laura Mercier. This is the translucent setting powder. It's loose. It's the one that looks white, but on your skin it comes across just as translucent. And I just pressed it in with one of the Laura Mercier puffs, like this. With this foundation, I think you do need a powder. Otherwise it kind of feels like it might slip off your face. I mean, it's not totally wet, but it definitely is not a long-lasting foundation. What I did, I'm kind kind of jumping all over the place, but I was excited to tell you about it. What I did, I first tried it with my fingers, and it didn't really work that well, which is weird because usually I apply foundation with my fingers, like my Chanel and my Laura Mercier. So what I did was I grabbed a Sigma 187 brush like this, and I put like 4 dots on my face and then just kind of stippled it in and then kind of just buffed it in. It did not take long at all to buff it in and to get an even application. That part is really easy. As far as how long it lasts, I'm not really sure yet because I've only worn it for 3 days, and the other day I had it on for about 4 hours and it held up fine. It's not going to be a long lasting, it's not going to stay your 10 hours, I can already tell from just wearing it a little bit. But it looks really natural. I think for the price, $6 to $7, it's great. If you're new to makeup and wanting to try a light to medium foundation, I think it's really worth it. So I think the only downfall for me would be how long it lasts, and I still don't know the definite answer of that, but I wanted to share this with you because I thought if you saw it out and about, you may want to grab it because it's so cheap. The concealer, on the other hand, it looks cool. I mean, the packaging is super nice. It's really appealing. It reminds me of an old Chanel pen that I used to have that looks like this. And when you try it on your skin, I mean, it looks nice. You know, it's more of a liquid concealer, but this soaked right into my lines. And again, I've got fine lines. So if you don't have any lines and you're just trying to brighten your eyes, this may work for you. So maybe the younger audiences, this concealer may work. For me, it fed right into my lines and it made it look worse. So I will not be using this again. Maybe I might use it around the nose or to conceal some spots. Definitely not good for under my eyes. So anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts if you've tried it. Again, I was pretty pleased with this and just wanted to share that with you. So I hope y'all are having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.